What's you backing up another video? And today's video is a little different. I feel like I haven't really done one of these in a really long time. Um, and now that I'm kind of more mature and more comfortable in myself, with myself and my own skin and all that, and I'm not, I think the last time I did one of these were last year, I think it was. I did a video similar to this, but that was after a really bad breakup with my ex, and so I feel like I didn't I wasn't in the right state of mind to really make a video like that, the correct way, and that's why I'm making this video. So this is the story of me. It's going to be, I believe I'm going to do 3 parts. The first part is going to be about my childhood, about my experiences, with high school and elementary, middle school, all that type of stuff. Part 2 will go into my life presently, things that I've dealt with in the past few years since college, things that I am dealing with right now, and things that more in depth wise. And then the third part will go into stuff I want to do about the future and how I want to change things and be better and all that type of stuff. But before we get into it, I don't have a whole lot of time on this video clip. But the reason I'm doing this is because not only will this help me guide myself along the correct path, but I think it will help people who don't understand me know why I am the way I am. And so we'll start off with this. We'll start from the beginning, I should say. I have always been a lonely person in my life. As far back as I can remember, I've always felt alone, always. Growing up, I had a great mom and dad, and I still do have a great mom and dad. But growing up, I didn't really feel like I connected with people that well. I had some really bad experiences with my other family. Family chose to think of me as a piece of waste of space more than, or an object to get what they want, than a really understanding who I am and what I care about. And so, as a kid, I would focus a lot of my time on history. I was a very, very, very smart person when it came to history. Any conversation in history you wanted to have, I was your person. My time period of specific interest was the American Civil War, which was 1860 to 65. I just found that time very fascinating because of the hardships that those men and women went through during that time period. And in a way, it connected with me in a deep way. Come to around the age of 4 or 5, or around that area, is about the earliest memories that I can think of. I got my Xbox 360, which is my first console I ever owned. And on the Xbox 360, I was big into video games. I got hugely addicted to Medal of Honor, Warfighter, as well as Medal of Honor, Medal of Honor Warfighter, and then Army of Two. Me and my dad used to play Army of Two a lot. Come about a year later, I got my PS3, and I got into Call of Duty, and that changed my life for forever. I don't think my life's ever been the same since I started playing COD. I got into Black Ops 1 and 2 and MW2 and 3 and COD 4 and World of War, and I played the fuck out of those games. And I started to realize that I was really good. By really good, I mean really good. Through the life cycle of Modern Warfare 2, for example, I had over 3,000 nuclears with over 250 100 hours a week I was putting in the game sometimes. Being a kid and only going to school and then coming home and playing video games, you can amass a lot of time. And at the time, I was being homeschooled as I was being bullied in public school, and so my mom had pulled me out to do cyber school. And arguably, I made some pretty darn poor choice decisions, and I would skip school a lot. I would, fight with my mom to get out of doing schoolwork, and I would just play video games nonstop, all day, every day. And things seemed to be okay. that was until my PS3 died when I was, I don't even know, like 12, 13, 14, somewhere in that area. It was around 2014, 2015 that my PS3 died. I had been playing Advanced Warfare from my PS3 for pretty much the whole life cycle. Um, Around the end of Advanced Warfare, I had ended with around 3,000 nukes as well. That game changed my outlook on life, I think, even to this day. I think the reason I kept going and I never gave up in life was because of that game. It gave me a reason to continue fighting. And so my PS3 had died, and that had shaped my destiny in a way that I was not prepared. It would be almost a year before I would get another console. Almost. Advanced Warfare was on its last part of its lifespan, and Black Ops 3 had just been teased. I didn't get my console for about 4.5 months later when Black Ops 3 dropped in 2015. I got my Black Ops 3 PlayStation, the orange one, the limited edition console. But in that time, I had no video games, really. I had a 360 that had arguably been my gaming console for a while. I played a lot of games, like a bunch of different style of games, like what the fuck do they call it? Company of Heroes or whatever, Medal of Honors and Battlefield. I played a lot of Battlefield back then. That time period, I played a lot of Battlefield, like Bad Company 2 and 3 and Hardline, and I played a lot of what is the other one I played a lot of? 3. I played a lot of Battlefield 3. But I wasn't really into Battlefields online, so most of the times I was playing those games, I was playing the story. When I got my PS4, things changed. I really focused a lot. Within a year of getting my PS4, in late 2017, early 2018, I decided to start a YouTube channel, and the rest is history on that case, on that side. About 2018, 2019, I decided to finally go to public school after moving to Virginia. And I lived in Virginia for about 4 years. When I went to public school, I was very nervous. Obviously, I hadn't been in public school since like 3rd grade, 2nd grade. So it's been a long time since I had been to public school and around other people. And it was a hard thing for someone who's not used to it to go into that type of world, especially being used to cyber school and being able to work it however I wanted. But I did all right. I didn't have too many bullies or anything in high school. I really kind of just slid under the radar in high school. I'm the person that no one's going to talk about at the family reunion. Not the family reunion, sorry. The school reunion. No one's going to talk about me in 20 years. No one's going to be like, no one's talking about me right now. No one from my high school is calling me to hang out. And in a way, it's kind of a unfortunate case because I feel like that kind of ruined a lot of relationships that I could have had with people. But at the same time, it helped me slide under the radar. I didn't really worry about being picked on. I kind of just stayed in my own lane and kind of did my own thing. And during high school, I fell into a really bad depression, and I pretty much hated everybody except for Call of Duty. I still was full-time Call of Duty. I had some really good close friends that I had really got to know, and they helped me a lot through my rough points in my life. With the release of Infinite Warfare, that changed everything. Infinite Warfare came out, everyone hated it, except for me. I really liked it. And so I spent a lot of time on that game. I think right now I'm at 1,400 hours in that game. And I think that's a part of my life that most people don't understand. I've had some people in the last couple of days. Well, before we get into that, let me just say this. I'm gonna end this part since we're getting close to the end of the video. I didn't have a whole lot of gameplay today. I gotta go get some more gameplay. So we're going to pick up from Infinite Warfare on in the next part. But if you're still interested in some stuff, stay here in the video because we're going to go over some more stuff. The reason I wanted to do the video it's not to brag about how I'm a lonely person and I've came from nothing to now I'm here, and it has nothing to do with that. The reason I wanted to do the video was people have been questioning why I play COD, and they, and the straight disrespect from from communities as a whole for liking a game that is arguably the best shooter on the entire market. I mean, there's people out here saying that there's games that are better than Call of Duty in the shooter market, and I'm sorry, the statistics don't prove. The statistics do not prove that valid. That point is invalid. Um, Call of Duty is what the number one selling video COD, like, shooter, FPS, whatever you want to call it, on the market, arcade shooter, whatever. It sells more than Battlefield. It sells more than DayZ. It sells more than the squads and armas, and more than Tarkov, and more than fucking Rainbow Six Siege, and it sells more than all those games. Titanfalls. Now, arguably, is there probably better games out there that are not selling as much? Yes, but I don't go off of what players say. I go off of by what the sales are. And even games like Infinite Warfare that everyone hated, those games still outsold pretty much every other game on the market when it came to shooters. I think Infinite Warfare and Battlefield 1 were pretty close, but I still think at the end of the year, Infinite Warfare still outsold them. And so I wanted to make this video so people could understand the point of view of why I care so much. And I think it comes down to the point of I have not necessarily sacrificed physically a lot. But I've sacrificed enough of my life to not only becoming good, but becoming the best. I know some people play for fun, but to me, the question I've always said is I don't know how people have fun and are bad. I don't get that. And so at the end of the video coming up, guys, I hope this has been interesting. Part 2 and 3 will be out probably by the end of the week. It depends on how fast I get good gameplay. And yeah, man, I hope you all can understand my point of view. With that being said, guys, you're awesome, you're one of a kind, and I'll see you guys in part 2.